Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. This is a spicy one. We're playing Dimir Affinity. We're playing the regular Affinity stuff with Mirror Enforcer, Refurbished Familiar, and Frogmite, but the spice is Etherium Spinner. Whenever you cast a spell with CMC 4 or greater, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Of course, we have a very large amount of those. Frogmite, Enforcer, Thoughtcast, Refurb, Pact Terror. These are all very good ways to make that happen, and they are all threats to win the game with. So this 5-0'd, and you could have seen that 5-0 overview in my last decks of the week, which I will link. And then here we have a bunch of card draw, Fanatical Offering, Thoughtcast, a bunch of ways to actually make artifacts on the table fast to get these things out, which is things like Springleaf Drum, Blood Fountain. Then we have Wellspring to have a lot of card draw. I'm excited to try this out. It just looked really sweet. Main deck, your only interaction is the Metallic Rebuke, and we're going to try to overpower people with the Pact Terror. And then post board, you've got a Null, Steel Sabotage, Hydroblast, one Sweeper with Arms Vidar, Duress, makes sense, and then 4 Spell Bombs. So let's see how well this runs and try to Thopter some people out. I'll see you in the matches. Upstate New York Pauper is hosting the second event in their 2025 Open Series on Saturday, August 9th in Rochester, New York. The event currently has a cap of 64 players, and a cap that's $1,500 in cash prizes. I'll be there, and I hope to see you there too. Alright everyone, somehow I did not press record in the last game, but our opponent mulliganed to 3, played a land, drew a card off of a Village Rites, and then conceded. I was about to play Mirror Enforcer, but we just didn't get it done. Very strange end to the league. I think our deck probably needed to focus on keeping hands that were functional and had good card draw. So next time, that's what I'm going to try to do. Hopefully you enjoyed the league. I'll see you in the next video. All right. So here we are in round 1 on the draw. We'll keep. We have a turn 2 Refurb, turn 3 Frogmite Thoughtcast. I'm a little nervous about this deck in game 1 against something like Spy Combo. Okay, we're up against Spy right away, so that's not great. They play the Sogyu, they grab a Swamp. Guess I'll lead on the bridge. Plays the Swamp. Plays a Battlement. We have a Rebuke. Let's play the Refurbished. Just discard you. I wonder if I actually just want to put the Etherium Spinner onto the table this turn. They play a Wall of Roots. Now they have 2 mana, then they can cast the Overgrown Battlement. I don't think that the Metallic Rebuke is going to win me the game. Caretaker. So land. Play Etherium Spinner. Play Frogmite. Back. Opponent Gatecreeper Vines. Right now they don't have a Spy yet, but they have a lot of card draw. Or they might not have a Spy. Leave the Stampedes in the graveyard. The Winding Way's in their hand. They play a Battlement. They still have 1 Winding Way left. Plays the Winding Way. They hit Dimir Houseguard, which they can transmute for the Spy. Gatecreeper Vine. Definitely should have swapped this deck to be 4 Nile Spellbombs main deck. They Battlement. We will start with a Thoughtcast. Draw. Play Springleaf Drum, I guess. Cast the Enforcer. So Springleaf Drum. Cast the Enforcer for free. They have so much mana. Tap this. Fanatical Offering, a Thopter. I'm going to go ahead and concede. They can transmute and kill me next turn. So I don't think that the Pact necessarily matters. We want the Duresses and the Spell Bombs. Maybe the Pact would be good. So I think the Metallic Rebuke isn't good enough. So let's cut that. I have to make 3 more cuts. I think I'm going to cut 1 Spinner. No, the Etherium Spinner can just win me the game eventually. Let's cut the Pact Terrors just for being too expensive. We're on the play. We have land, Blood Fountain, land. Think I can put some Enforcers on the table turn 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll keep. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess not. Maybe turn 3. Land, Blood Fountain. They've got a land grant. We've got the Spy in hand. Plays a Generous Ent. Finding a forest. We have another land. That's 4, 5, 6. That's the turn. They Winding Way. So they bend Lotus Petal. Or no. Yeah, swamp. We've got Quarian Ranger, Lotleth Giant. Force is already in play. We'll go land, land, Mirror Enforcer, Mirror Enforcer, Fanatical Offering the Blood Token, and attack. Oh no, we can't attack this turn, of course. I'm silly. Oh, I could have played the Spell Bomb. They play a Quarian Ranger, then they untap to get another land. Plays the Battlement. Okay. I'll play the Spinner, and then play a Spell Bomb. It's gonna be hard for them to work through all the Spell Bombs. And I'll attack for 8. Yeah. They play a Wall of Roots. They untap the Battlement. Plays a Lead the Stampede. They have 2 mana right now. They found a Mass Vandal. So we just have to find some more card draw and big spells. Plays a Gatecreeper Vine. They have another land they can get. The Swamp, I guess. Don't actually even know what's in their hand anymore. I think a Generous Ent is gone. They're attacking in for 1. My turn. They're at the end of their turn, they're discarding hand size. Discarding a Giant. Okay. We will attack with everything. Maybe I should have mapped on the Enforcer. Attack with everything. Okay, they block. They take 6. Let's map token this Etherium Spinner. Fanatical Offering. We will not put that in the graveyard. Play a land. I guess I can pass. So they need 2 Vandals to get through me right now. Plays a Caretaker. They're untapping. Giant's out of their hand. Plays a Vandal. Let's see what they target. The Spinner. I will Spellbomb you. So exile in their graveyard means that they can't use the Vandal unless they cycle a Generous Ent right now. But I think that's okay. Fine. They play a Generous Ent. Makes a food. They attack it for 1. I'll play the Blood Fountain. And then Fanatical Offering on the Blood. Land. Sack this draw. Play a Wellspring. I can't attack into the Generous Ent. Finding a Blood Fountain. So I play the Blood Fountain. They have Spy and a Swamp. Plays Lead the Stampede. So if they find another Spellbomb, I'm just dead. Or Mass Vandal. Okay, they found a Mesmeric Fiend, which they're probably going to cast. Plays Battlement. Untapping the Battlement. This deck is kind of annoying. I think we need red. Plays a Sogyu, they gain 3 life. They still have the Swamp in their hand. Plays a Mesmeric Fiend, got him. We discard nothing, or they take nothing. Getting in for 5. They're at 9 life, we're at 13 life. We're kind of getting beaten up here. They have Spy and a Swamp in their hand. Let's Blood Token, discard the Mist Vault. Found an Etherium Spinner. I'll play a Spinner. Play another Spellbomb. So now they can only attack with the Sogyu. I can block with the Mirror Enforcer and then get back the Mirror Enforcer and then get a Thopter. They play the Swamp, so we know they have just know about the Spy that's in their hand. Plays a Battlement. Basically infinite mana over there. They play a Spy. They target me. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get some cards back. Refurb and a Mirror Enforcer maybe? Gets in for 3. Maybe Etherium Spinner and Refurbished. We found a Refurb. We can just go ahead and discard you right now. Discard you. Make a Thopter. They're going to untap a land so they don't have to untap, so they don't have to discard whatever was in their hand. But I'm going to just make them discard it anyway. Blood Fountain, get back. Refurb, get back. Spinner. Maybe I should have taken an Enforcer. Let's cast a Refurb. Make another Thopter. Discard you. They discard the Lotleth Giant. Alright. So your turn. They cast another Spy. So they're trying to deck me. We get rid of 1 card. And they're going to now gain some life. Alright. See what happens here? Looks like no attacks. I can play the Darksteel. And then 1, 2, 3. Etherium Spinner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blood Fountain, get back. Enforcer and Enforcer. Cast Enforcer. And another one. So, now I guess I can just attack with my Refurbished. Maybe I should just send in my entire team. Boom, 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 boom. Because if they block the Refurbished Familiars, I'm totally fine with getting them back. They're blocking a Mirror Enforcer. Killing... They are going to kill a Refurbished. Interesting. I'm not sure I agree with that. Why didn't I attack with the Thopter tokens? My bad. Casting a Sagu. Okay. So I can't do anything else this turn. I'm just going to yield. Now let's go ahead and get back to double refurb. Get some card draw. Make some Thopters. Okay, draw a card. Land. Make some Thopters. Draw a card. Frogmite for some Thopters. What else do I want to do? They're at 15. Let's map token onto a refurb. Etherium Spinner, we will not put that in the graveyard. Pass a turn. At some point, I'm just going to attack them for a bajillion with all my Thopters, which is kind of sick. They're going to Dread Return the Giant. Okay. Going to deal me 0 damage. Now let's make black and then just spellbomb them here. We could die. Let's spellbomb you. But I'm going to draw into my Etherium Spinner and then hopefully another thing to cast. Did not draw another thing. Cast the Etherium Spinner. Land. I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, let's attack with all Thopters. They can block 4 of them. 5 of them, I guess, with the Generous End. I didn't see that. So they're only taking 5 damage this turn. Or 6. 7. Okay. That wasn't amazing. That was not amazing. They go to 8. They have 2 spies on the table. So they have 2 spies left on their deck. We have 1 Blood Fountain left. We're looking for a Thoughtcast, I guess. They pass the turn. Annoying. Play the Vault of Whispers. They've got a Caretaker. I have to go wide. But I can't lose this last Spellbomb. And we're just bricking. Play the Sea of the Synod, pass the turn. They found a lead, the Stampede. They're transmuting the Dimir House Guard. So now they can get another spy to try to spy me. Okay. Funny enough, we actually just die. Bummer. Okay. That sucked. We just bricked for way too long. Okay, well, try again. Round 2, we're on the draw. Should I keep a 1-lander on the draw? If I find another land, what's the odds of that? We only have 18. I'm going to keep it and see what happens. For science! This hand is sick if we can get land. I guess Etherium Spinner is kind of medium, but it's good to see. When it's playing Familiars or CawGate, we found a land, so we play the bridge. Next turn, we swamp into Wellspring, hopefully. Yeah, CawGate. So Outlaw Medic, land, play the Wellspring. I'm kind of thinking that I want to play the bridge and then try to maximize this Etherium Spinner. Attack me for 1. I don't know like how this matchup is going to go. They brainstorm, looking for lands. They shuffle, finding an island. Let's play the bridge. I suppose it just makes sense to refurbish them into the ground here. Play a refurb. But they probably have value cards they can discard. Discard you. Discard Deep Analysis. Play another refurb. Discard you. They discard a Sacred Cat. Yeah, that wasn't amazing. They're going to take 2 damage. Draw 2 cards. Brings the cat back. Attacks for 1. Okay. Go land. Play the Spinner. Play the Frogmite. Get a Thopter. Then we'll put a Blood Fountain on the table. And attack for 4. They have to find a Basilisk Gator. I'm going to take over, I think. Plays an island. Journey to Nowhere. Kind of mean. And they have a Modern Age. Okay, they discard a Squadron Hawks. They must have another Squadron Hawk in hand. What's Fanatical Offering the Wellspring? Draw 3. We find a Thoughtcast. And I have a Metallic Rebuke. Play the Thoughtcast. Land. We have Rebuke. Let's attack for 4, 5 in the air. Put some more creatures on the table. Put a Blood Fountain on the table. Your turn. We are on the board. When it's going to discard or draw and discard, looting away. Discards an Outlaw Medic. Plays a Seagate. You have Rebuke available. Squadron Hawk. I will attempt to rebuke that. They don't counter back. They're brainstorming. So they lost all their Squadron Hawk value by us doing that. Now they just have nothing going on. Brainstorm into a cycle. And let's map onto a Thopter. We'll not put that in the graveyard. Land, Fanatical, sack the blood token. Map onto Refurb. Don't put that in the graveyard. And I'll attack in, leaving back the frogs. They're going to sacrifice the Outlaw Medic to draw a card. They go to 4 life. We've got 4 cards in hand. They pump up the cat, but we can block and then Fanatical. Journey to Nowhere. On what? The Enforcer. Okay. I think they're dead. Luckily, I kept the Fanatical in hand so I could do this. Frogmite. We go Fanatical to Frogmite. So no lifelink for you, even if you have a counterspell. And then it's GG. Alright, awesome. So we want to get rid of their Dusted Us with the Duresses, I guess. That's about it. I think I'm going to cut the Frogmites. I think the Pact Altair is actually worth more long term. But the Metallic Rebuke and the Duresses we want to save for the Dusted Dust. Okay. I guess I keep this. Turn 2 Refurbished. They play a Citadel Gate on blue-white. They play a bridge. They cycle, grabbing an island. Will they have an annul? Land Refurbished. Let's see what they discard. Discarding a red Elemental Blast. They cycle. They cannot Dust me this turn, but they did find the beachfront. Plays a Squadron Hawk. So they're insulated against my nonsense. I think I want to play the Etherium Spinner and then pass the turn. I have 5 artifacts on the table. This would be 7 into Enforcer Refurbish, make 2 Thopters. They Journey to Nowhere, getting rid of the Etherium Spinner. There's a Sacred Cat, getting in for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll play Etherium Spinner, play Refurbished, make a Thopter, discard you, play Enforcer, make a Thopter, attack for 2. We're going wide. They have another Journey for the Etherium Spinner. That's annoying. I guess I should block with the Refurb just to get Blood Fountain value. I'll play out the Ichor Wellspring. Draw a card. Another one. Let's draw another card then. Another one. Play the Blood Fountain. Back with everything. They are blocking the Refurbished. That means they must have a way to get rid of the Blood Fountain. Or they have like Raven Charm they're going to use. Plays a Squadron Hawk. They attack for 1. I'll play it a Wellspring. They're going to counterspell. Okay, now I will Blood Fountain my 2 Refurbished back. Attack for 6. They block a Thopter. Plays a Sacred Cat, 2 cards in hand. So no matter what they have, they're going to trade for the Refurb. They get in for 1, going back to 9 life. I'm at 17. Let's discard a land. See if I can find a counterspell or a duress. Found the Metallic, okay. Refurb. This is sad news for them. Counterspell. Doot doot. I guess they could have the Pyro in hand. So now they're going to have to discard whatever the card was. It was a counterspell. And then we get to draw a card. Drawing a Spinner. Let's get in for 6 or 5. They get to block and then bring back the cat. They play Outlaw Medic. Bring back the cat. Gets in for 1. Maybe I don't want to attack with the Mirror Enforcer. Play the Spinner. Attack for 5. I don't want to give them their draw. I don't want them to draw a card off the Outlaw Medic. 1 card in hand for the opponent. They can gain 3 life if they attack out. Did they find the Dust? Looks like they did. They take out the Mirror Enforcer and a Refurbished. They get in for 3. Okay. We have 5 damage coming back in. Put them back to 3. We're at 13. Okay, we find a Metallic Rebuke. I'll attack for 5. They go to 3. They found the Basilisk Gate. Just ripped it off the top. 4, 5, 6. Bummer. Gets in for 5. So now, coming back from this is going to be pretty difficult. Found a Mirror Enforcer. Guess I just attack with my FLYERS. The Gate of the Cat again. Getting in for 4, so I have to block. Okay, Refurbish is good. Get rid of their card. It was an island. It will attack for 3. Maybe I should have attacked into the Outlaw Medic with my Enforcer. just to clear the way. I probably should. Place. I don't know why I didn't counterspell that. Oh no, it doesn't matter because they could have paid for the counterspell. Okay, they loot away a brainstorm. They get in for 4. I will block with a Thopter. Let's attack in. They don't block with the Outlaw Medic. Interesting. They're going to loot again, but this time they get to keep one of the cards in their hand. They discard the cat. Dang, the value. Cat comes back. Gates the cat again. It's a 4/4. Getting in. I'll block. Looking for a Thoughtcast or Fanatical. We found a Thoughtcast. Cast it. We get a Thopter. We draw 2 cards. I'm holding the Sea the Sign-On in my hand in case I draw a Blood Fountain, so I can discard it with a Blood token. Draw a Frogmite. Let's Fanatical the Wellspring. Although maybe that wasn't the correct play. They have a Dispel. I'll cast Metallic Rebuke. Tap. We draw a Vault of Whispers. So let's go Frogmite, Swamp, or Vault of Whispers. I'm used to casting or playing regular basics. Let's get in. Bam, bam. They're just taking it. I think I'm going to Fanatical another Wellspring. We drew a Practical Terror. Okay. So that could win the game for me. They make the cat a 4/4. I'll block with a Frogmite on the ground because I'm not really attacking my ground creatures very well. They're at 7. They've got another Modern Age. They're going to discard whatever their top card was, which was a counterspell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play the Practical Terror. Spinner token. Okay, you lose a life. See the Synod. You lose a life. Thoughtcast. Make another token. All right. We draw another spinner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Etherium Spinner. You lose a life. Play Blood Fountain. You lose 2 life. We got there. Awesome. Attack. Attack, attack, attack. Attack with all the flyers. Woohoo! 1-1 on to round 3. Okay, round 3. We're on the play versus Lapap. And turn to Refurbished again. So I keep that. And then I can definitely play Mirror Enforcer on turn 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can't play the Mirror Enforcer on turn 2. I'll play the Mistfall Bridge. Our opponent led on an island. I don't know what that means. Let's try to play the Refurbished. Doesn't die to a Spell Pierce. They Brainstorm. And they discard a Sleep of the Dead. So they are playing Terror. That means the Etherium Spinner getting on the table will really wreck them. They're leaving up a counterspell. Play an island. I guess I have to try the Etherium Spinner. And they counterspell. Well, let's get in 4/2. They use a mental note to mill a Demon Fear. Plays an island. Find another spinner. Can play that. See if they have another counterspell, I guess. They did. Well played. Attack. I mean, I'm going to get the Blood Fountains going to get back the Etherium Spinners at some point. I wanted to resolve the Blood Fountain, given that we didn't have another land in play. Our opponent Brainstorms. Plays an island. They're passing again. Okay, I will try an Etherium Spinner for the 3rd time. They have a 3rd counterspell. Okay. Continue getting in for 2. We're not really getting anywhere. Our opponent hasn't done anything. We haven't done anything. They Thoughts Guard themselves, milling a Delver and an island. I'd really like to resolve a spell at some point here. Cryptic Serpent into a Cryptic Serpent. Play Blood Fountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Mirror Enforcer. We can trade with the Cryptic Serpent. Looks like they're going for a Sleep of the Dead. And we'll try a Metallic Rebuke in response. Opponent's going to have a Spell Pierce. So if I don't block, I'm dead next turn. So I have to block. We're at 14. I will try Fanatical on the Blood token. Play a Springleaf Drum. Land Frogmite. Pass a turn. Now they're going to attack for 12. Okay. I think I have to take it this turn. Go to 2 life. A mental note. Maybe I shouldn't have taken it because then I could have Blood Fountained back Enforcers and Frogmite. Found an Enforcer anyway. Okay. I'll play the Mirror Enforcer. Then Blood Fountain, return Enforcer, Etherium Spinner. Cast another Enforcer. Pass. They can only lock down one creature right now. I can shove Enforcer Frogmine in front of a Serpent and then refurb in front of the other one. And Mental Note, milling Lorien Delver. Plays a 5th land. Next turn they have double sleep. The best case scenario is that they don't sleep a Mirror Enforcer, and I can put 2 Mirror Enforcers in front of a Serpent. Sleep of the Dead on Enforcer. They just had another Sleep of the Dead. Wow. Baller. Okay. Block, block. I didn't expect them to have 2 Sleep of the Deads in their deck even. They've got a Terror. Don't really have an option here. Fanatical, the Mirror Enforcer. So I can't really do anything here. Refurbished, draw a card, make black. And yeah, I think I'm just dead. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Etherium Spinners out early. I definitely want all the spell bombs. I don't even know if I want the Metallic Rebukes. The Etherium Spinner I really need. Tactile Terror, I'm going to cut. Alright, we're on the play. We just died. I guess I'm going to keep this. Play out the Nile Spellbomb on turn 1. Now I have to try to play around a Spell Pierce for a little bit. When it plays an island, play a Citadel, pass. I cycle a Lorien for an island. My problem at the moment is a lack of colored sources for the Thoughtcaster, the Etherium Spinner. They play an island. There we go. So I can try Thoughtcast now. We're going to go Counterspell. Play Wellspring. Draw Springleaf Drum. Come on, opponent. I'm ready. They play an island. And they're passing. Okay. I'll try a Blood Fountain. So I'd like to discard the Citadel. They're going to hard cast, they're going to counterspell. So if they have an annul, the Etherium Spinner gets countered. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then they could cast a Terror. Guess I just put the Springleaf Drum on the table and pass. It's kind of interesting seeing who is going to blink first on the mill spells. So they cycle a Lorien, which means now they could cast a Terror. And we'll just Spellbomb you. Draw a card. You find a Frogmite. So I want to try to resolve the Etherium Spinner and then cast the Frogmite and get a bird or a Thopter. Look at this guy. He's jacked. Wow. Robot. We have a Metallic Rebuke. Tempt a Spinner. Resolves. Play a Frogmite. Now I actually have Metallic Rebuke online now. They have a counterspell. Gut Shot. Annoying. I didn't expect that. Not expect. Thopters on the table. Why would they bring in Gut Shot for... I guess they need to kill the spinner. They have a Mental Note. Fine. Milling Counterspell Serpent. Thought Scours themselves. Milling Thought Scour to spell. But we're probably looking at getting hammered by some terrors this turn. They play a Cryptic Serpent. Okay. 3 cards in hand. Just have nothing. Darn. I'll attack in. I think this deck might need a little bit more card draw. We're hitting some blanks over here. One is going to attack for 6. Yep. Maybe it would be better just to play the Pactol Terrors and not worry about the Etherium Spinners. They're kind of expensive. Really hard to tell. They've got a Cryptic Serpent. I will Metallic Rebuke. Go blue. Tap and pay. And they've got another counterspell. That's really awesome. Let's see, they've played tons of counterspells so far. Put my Enforcer on the table. So they had 1, 2, 3. That's all of the counterspells. Good. We're out of counterspells over here. I have to wait for their annuls. Ponder. I guess the other thing is maybe I should be trying to focus more on card drawing my opener. And let's see, they're attacking it. So let's just kill one of them. We go to 8 life. One has a terror. I mean, I've got an Etherium Spinner, but nothing to do with it. Alright, GG. We're here in round 4, playing against an Elves player. This doesn't look good enough. Let's mulligan. Deck's a bit clunky. We're going to mulligan again. So we're going to keep this, get rid of Terror and Frog. And we're looking to Fanatical Offering our way into something good. Our opponent has mulligan to 4. Should have. Okay. They play a Birchlore Rangers on turn 1. I'll Mistvault Bridge. And they concede. Okay. So we have 1 Arms of Hadar to bring in. Let's bring in the Duresses as well. And just cut the rebukes. Don't think we're ever going to be able to. Okay. Our opponent thought we were on Grixis Affinity. Bad matchup for Elves, and they have conceded. So thank you very much, Benoru. I will see everybody in round 5. All right, here we go. Let's see. Land, Blood Fountain, land, 1, 2, 3. Turn 2 Thoughtcast. I guess that's a keep. Put the Blood Fountain on the table. Our opponent plays a Swamp turn 1. Into a Nested Shambler. They're going to be going wide. Let's Thoughtcast. Pass the turn. We have another Thoughtcast and a Metallic Rebuke. I think this turn I probably want to hold up the Metallic Rebuke and then go Etherium Spinner Thoughtcast. Okay, they've got a lot going on over there with the Carrion Feeder and the Infestation Sage. Let's play the Bridge. Play out the Refurbished. Make you discard. They discard a Line Breaker, or Nezumi Link Breaker. Plays a Swamp. Bloodthrone Vampire. I don't know if I care about that. I guess that's okay. They're attacking in. I will just block the Carrion Feeder, make them have to sacrifice some stuff. I think that they're going to pump up this. Yeah, so we'll rebuke that. A1, improvise. Okay, so that was working out the way that I expected it. We can play the Etherium Spinner into the Thoughtcast and have a Thopter to block their big creature. They're going to sacrifice and make it a 3/3 probably. Okay, it's a 3/3. We take 1 damage. We'll go land, spinner, and a Thoughtcast. We're drawing the card draw this time. Our opponent's reading the card. What does that do? Don't worry about it. Let's draw 2, make a Thopter. Okay, pass the turn. I will block the Vampire this time with a Thopter. Block. They're going to sacrifice and make the Vampire bigger. Interesting. They want to have 2 creatures that they can attack with. They have 2 cards in hand. Village Rites sacrificing the squirrel or whatever it was. Yeah, squirrel. They play a Bone Picker. That is a 3/2. Let's go land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast Pact Altair. Make a Thopter. This is where we're going to start actually taking over, which is nice. Play a Springleaf Drum. Drain you 1. And then I'll tap the Etherium Spinner for black. And cast a Refurbish Familiar, discarding them 1. Making a Thopter, draining them 1. And then the Refurbish will enter, drain them 1 again. And discard them. So now, like, the synergy is working. Let's see what they discard. A Rite of Consumption. Yeah, I figured that was coming up. We can shove the Refurbished here and then block each one of these with the Thopter. Then get back the double Refurbished and then play 2 Refurbished and kind of hose them. Yeah, that seems pretty fun. I like it. I love it when a plan comes together. I will just block with the Refurbished. Get that bad boy in the graveyard. Then we can Blood Fountain 2 back. Play 1. This is like the Springleaf Drum on the table is so good here. Discard you, drain you. And then the next Refurbish will draw me a card. Tap the spinner again. They had a second Rite of Consumption in their hand. We'll drain you and draw a card. They go to 12. I find a Metallic Rebuke. I can just pass. Now I can turtle up. I can play Fanatical Offering on something. Our opponent concedes. Okay. So Rebuke is good. I don't know if anything else matters. The rest could matter. Probably isn't going to. The Arms of Hadar, not super good. We want to use the Etherium Spinner to go wide. So let's resubmit the deck. All right, everyone. Somehow I did not press record in the last game, but our opponent mulliganed to 3, played a land, drew a card off of a Village Rites, and then conceded. I was about to play Mere Enforcer, but we just didn't get it done. Very strange end to the league. I think our deck probably needed to focus on keeping hands that were functional and had good card draw. So next time, that's what I'm going to try to do. Hopefully you enjoyed the league. I'll see you in the next video.